Alright, I guess this thing's live, yo. Just a test run on Sprucewood Farmstead map. Looking to get into some live streaming, so I'm doing this as a test run. Really no goal or whatever here. I don't plan on doing any kind of series on this particular map or anything like that. I just chose this one to start on the starting farm, you know, do the fields, just get my feet wet. In the streaming thing, so we'll see how it goes. I picked up this harvester. I've been seeing this apparatus on the back on one or two other harvesters, and when I used it, it never really did anything. Then I ran across this one. I figured I'd try it as well. Come to find out, that apparatus is actually something you buy separately in the store from the harvester. For the other ones, it was just an option in the harvester. So I bought them both, hooked them up, and I think that's pretty cool that as you're going along, you're bailing as well. So kind of looks real. I don't know if it's real or not, but it looks good to me. Not sure if this is working. Not sure how I sound. Yeah, don't appear that. I mean, it appears everything's looking all right. My end. So I didn't put this out there. No particular reason. I guess I just did it. I was hoping to start this streaming thing a lot sooner than this. It's been one thing after another, so. You know, I have no idea how heavy or big those bales are. Let's go find out real quick. $14,000 liters. That's a big bale. That's cool. So apparently when it puts the swath down, you have to be right up underneath that basket for it to pick everything up, kind of like you would with a uh, baler or whatever. So in your turns, you got to either turn wider or turn slower. I ain't figured that much out yet, but we'll get used to it. Figure it out. Here we go. Yeah, so this is a pretty cool map. I just and I got some ideas, but I'm thinking I got other maps that I'd rather use my ideas on than this one. I may keep this one in the background just to, as a backup in case something goes wrong on another map, because we all know how that can work out. Or just save it for something different later on. I'm liking Elk River, uh, Forest Hills. I'm liking them right now. So I don't have any kind of settings done on this yet. You know, uh, the intro screen or whatever you call it, music, anything like that. I just got. Feel like I was lucky enough just to get it this far, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'm gonna take some people's advice and maybe my next one, add something, and then next one add something after that. Go that route. I thought that was pretty good advice. My buddy Muddy Gaming was given that advice, um, and I thought it was pretty good. So I'm trying to do the same. Learn a little something between episodes. See, when you turn, you lose it, which kind of makes sense, but a little tedious or maybe aggravating. I don't know. I wonder if I can remember on the next pass. I'll try to take my turn like way wider and see if it helps. It should, in theory. Yeah, I actually brought this map up. I've been doing some testing on it, so y'all might see some things on here. You're like, where'd you get that, or whatever the case, and it don't matter. Just playing, testing a few mods, looking at some equipment, that kind of thing. Yeah, that's cool, man. Good. Not too low, not too high. I don't know what my delay's set on right now either. I know Muddy was having that same, I guess, issue or whatever, and I heard BP explain it to him, but now that I need it, I can't remember. Okay. Never had good luck with, what would that be? Output, right? What you're hearing is output volume. For some reason, when I try to adjust that in the software, it don't seem to increase it or nothing. I don't know, because like the mic is all the way up right now. I wonder if it's a Windows thing. I don't know if I've checked that or not. Okay. Because the only reason my recordings aren't louder or aren't quieter is, you can go into well, the one I go into, DaVinci, and when you bring it up, you can turn the volume of what you recorded up. If it wasn't for that, I'd be low in those too. And by the way, Blue, I'm sorry I missed your stream this morning, dude. I got sidetracked here and there, and then got so sidetracked that I forgot about your stream later on in the morning. So, sorry I missed it, man. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. So Yeah, like yours, because you can look at game and see the chat. Because the way my desk is, it's an L-shaped desk, so I'm like, my head's like a bobbing doll, you know, back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, that'd be cool. All right, man, I appreciate it. Thanks for checking it out. Yeah, you'd have to take that so wide right now. Take you forever. It might be worth just doing the up and downs, letting the scraps fall and come back and getting them, or just leaving them there altogether and not worrying about it. It's probably this field would probably only be a few hundred liters of straw I'd be missing out on, so that ain't gonna hurt nothing. I guess I could do it that way. If I stay in a straight line and let it finish, then I don't lose none. That's pretty cool. Like I said, though, on the ends, for the few hundred you might lose for an entire field, it's probably not that big a deal. Probably should go all the way out to the end of the row, then let it do that. Yeah, that works out better, actually. Thank you, Camo. Appreciate that. Blue was saying I sounded a little low. What do you think? Normal, a little low? Because like my mic volume's all the way up, so I can't, or I don't know how to get any better than that. Could be, yeah. Yeah, man, this is that map I was, well, no, it wasn't. Well, when I first started using your grazing pastures, then I ended up going to that other one. And spent all those days and whatnot. Really? Okay. Hold on. That's what I was afraid of, is blowing people's ears out. Let's go down to, how about that right there? Is that any better? Something else too, I don't know what my delay is on, so I don't think it's 30-second like it was hitting Muddy there the other night, but I don't know. I don't know how to set, I don't remember how to set that now. But Blue said he helped me out tomorrow on it. Game sound. I don't know how well you can hear the game at this point. I can't hear it well because I'm over here messing with software. Alright. Let me run this around in a little circle. Does that sound better? Yeah, that's what Camo was saying too, Muddy. Okay, cool. That's right, buddy. I remember that now. I was sitting here, as I was sitting here getting the nerve up to go live, then mine started going blank on everything people have been telling me. So, but Yeah, I don't know if you came in, but Blue said he'd help me out tomorrow. So that'd be great. So, Muddy, I think it was you and I. Remember we were looking at a harvester like that, where that basket thing on the back came as an option. Well, I found this one, and come to find out, this basket was a separate item sold in the store with something else that looks like it goes underneath it. I'm not sure, but yeah, man, it's making these 14,000 liter bales of straw. That's really cool. Question is, yeah, the Oliver. That's right. I don't know if I can. I hope I can dump that auto drop. Never know why. Oh wow, y'all see that? It filled the bale. It was a partial bale and it made the bale full. Or did it? Hold on, it might be a visual thing. No, it's not. It's not full. It just made it look full because they're actually 14,000 and that's like 9,000 from the six. Yeah, exactly. And then I got a field of oh, I guess I gotta close that, don't I? A field of canola up there. Um, and of course doesn't take straw, so I assume it doesn't hurt to have it on there. It was just um, just harvest the canola. Any new progress, Camo? Software working okay today? Don't know what to ask from day to day, software or mods, you know? Good, good. Go empty that. Hey, Muddy, there's that old Chevrolet you were talking about. It's pretty cool. And it's got I don't know if you've looked at it in game yet or not, but it's got a wood floor. I'll show it to you here after I dump it. Nice. I like to hear progress, man. I know. Yeah. Seen some kind of similar. Um, but I'm trying to think of that one. There's an old GMC, like a 55 or something like that. GMC's got the big bubble headlights, and I used that back, but that was it was all right, but it handled like an old truck, and this one isn't as bad, but the one I'm talking about, we were like all over the road. But look at that wooden bed, man. I think that's pretty cool. I was also using that 55 I told you about. Basically, I was some survival map, and I was doing forestry and making wood chips. So I had that thing loaded with wood chips, and that was probably pretty heavy, actually. Hey, Eric, how's it going, man? Thanks for stopping in. Everybody's telling me I sound all right so far, so far so good. Been trying to tell everybody that pops in, Eric. I don't know what my delay's set on, so if you say something, you gotta give me some time to see it. At least till tomorrow. Buddy, didn't you say default was 30 seconds? Yeah. Well, if you can hear me, buddy, I appreciate it. Thank you. I'll catch up to you later, man. Yeah, I don't think I did. I remember looking at it. It was set to normal. I was thinking that I wasn't sure. So I left it where it was at. So it was probably on normal. I would think that's probably not a setting I'd want to reset in the middle of the stream, huh? If I knew where it was at now. I'd have to go fishing around for it now. So Eric, I just chose this map to get my feet wet in the whole thing about streaming. I don't plan on doing anything with this other than what I'm doing now. I just grabbed it. I've been doing a few tests with some equipment, mod here and there, and that kind of thing. So I figured once I got the nerve up to hit that stream button, I would just start harvesting the fields, and trying to make conversation, make sure everything was sounding okay, and that kind of thing. I got some ideas, some things I've been working on, so I'd rather learn on something like this than something I've spent time on trying to develop, make up, whatever word you want to use. know, right? Could you imagine? Could you imagine this one in some of the BP streams? He'd have to have an over the cliff counter. Yeah, you mess around and turn your head on this one, you're history. Appreciate it, Eric. I did one once before, and some of the guys already know this, but I did one once before, and I think I was about 50 or 53 minutes into the stream, and of course, unbeknown to me, it had froze up and was just steady repeating like the last sentence that I said. And I don't know, took the wind out of me, to be honest with you. I was like, dang, what happened? What went wrong? What can I do to make sure it don't happen again? Blah, blah, blah. So that's why it took so long for me to try it again. But after talking to everybody, I figured it was time. Everybody looks like they have so much fun doing it. And yeah, here I am. In case I haven't said it to anybody here, I love this new dust mod. I think that's cool as heck. Camo, have you mess with it anymore? Only thing about it, I was playing my Elk River playthrough earlier this morning, and it had just rained. I got the muddy physics mod in there, so it had just got done raining, and I was cultivating the field, and mud was coming up from the wheels and dust out the back of the tractor. So yeah, that might not be a good thing. Funny to look at, I guess, but right? That's right. Yeah, that's prime. That's prime real estate for shorts, I guess. You're into that kind of thing. You're into shorts. Oh, you know what? I thought you were talking about the cliff thing. You're talking about the freezing and repeating. Yeah, I didn't look at it like that, man. That's a good point. I ended up deleting it. I guess I should have kept it on there. That might have been something to look back on and laugh at one day, like you just said. Yeah. if anybody's ever looked at this map or not. In case you haven't, that's starting farm right there. Mostly woods, but I mean, you could take this start farm and just stay farming. You ain't got to touch the forest if you don't want to. Actually, well, you see that green? Actually, I thought I sold all that. Anyway, so you start out with some logging equipment also in this plot of woods. So you could actually start the game farming and forestry. But must have been on a different play. I could have swore everything there you can sell. Your house is there. There's a shed and then three pieces of equipment: forwarder, the cutter, and something else. But yeah, so it's pretty cool. Production wise, basic stuff. Wagon builder. I know it's old. I mean, not old, but I know it's common, but not everywhere. Anyway. I'm not remembering off the top of my head what kind of, hey, Grim, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, I don't remember the equipment I had on the farm now. I think I sold some and swapped some out, but I don't think it wasn't all that. It wasn't like brand new or top of the line equipment. Who timed you out, Graham? I think I've got crop destruction off. We'll find out, won't we? Mm-hmm. Nope. Making my own tram lines. Oh, just seen that. Oh, that's what you mean, Blue. Yeah, definitely. Sorry about that, Grim. I was just telling earlier in the stream before you came on. I just basically what Blue showed me yesterday or day before, and finally got the nerve today to hit the live button. So I don't have any kind of settings done or nothing. Sorry about that. Right. These happen every now and then, I guess, just to keep you in place. I don't know. Blue, don't let me forget too. Remember that was filtered words you showed me? I want to do the same thing. I might even add one or two more to it, actually. I know one of those words is easily said in 3 or 4 different ways, so I'm not trying to hear none of it, really. keeps sending wrong messages. All right, everybody start talking like you were reading in 3rd grade. I know, right? Let's go look around the farm. Dusk storm. I forget what, there's that forestry equipment you get. You know, some Japanese name, I think, isn't it? Komatsu, yeah. And you get a single wide. Oh, that's right. This thing, and then I thought there was a forwarder somewhere around here. Harvester, forwarder, whatever you want to call it. Maybe those two are the only things. Third thing I'm thinking of is that truck and logging trailer. Is that a Volvo? Yeah. Anyway, that's what you get over here. Okay, there is the third piece. Camo, isn't that what you're using? Did you use something like that on BP's logging thing or whatever? Somebody using that? They look all bunched up in that pasture. We'll have to set them free. Run wild and free, moo cows. All right. That's better. We got food for a little while. Okay. A for apple. Right? I guess so you can say your ABCs now, Grim. It's okay. Oh, I thought there was something similar to that. Because I remember him buying these things that look like a box. Kind of reminded me of that. Yeah. Grim, you get that, what was that called? That game you were showing me yesterday. Satisfactory. You get that thing right last night? Oh, wait a minute. Grim, that might be a long answer. You better be careful. So I think I've got most of the machinery and stuff like that, tractors and whatnot, put together for that through the years thing I've been talking about, y'all. Got a few odds and ends, trucks. I need to find some trucks to last me through the years and that kind of thing. And after Blue helps me out tomorrow, I might actually be able to start putting that thing together for real then. Got it narrowed down to 2 maps, Elk River, and I can't think of the name of the other one right now. Oh, Oak City. That's what it is. It's between those two, Oak City and Elk River. I'm not sure which one. I've liked Oak City ever since, well, I don't know about ever since it come out. I don't know if it's a 19 or a 22 map converted or what, but anyway, for months I've liked that map. Just ain't been able to stick by anything I started there. I started a few different plays in there and end up getting distracted by other maps or whatever.
Oh, wait. I know I'm probably sounding low. Sorry. There we go. Okay. I was asking, I don't know if you had your headset on or whatever when you were answering the door, but I was asking you how that, on it now, I can't remember, um, satisfactory stream went, if you were able to do it. And then I was joking. I said, don't give me the long answer. Anybody listening know why I keep losing mods out of a particular mod folder in FSG? Specifically the Backroads one. I can't figure out what I'm doing wrong. About every other login of it, I come up with missing mods, and I don't know what I'm doing. It's gotta be me. I'm thinking maybe, like, let's say last night I was playing on whatever, and then I get up today and decide I want to play on something else. I just go in there and, well, not really, because, so there's a couple folders in there. Like, I got one called test and another one that's got, I switched the map. So it could be that. When I want to change the map, all I do is go into the test folder and just change the map. Zip file. I don't know, maybe I'm doing something there. And then when I hit the refresh, it messes up the Backroads, which is why I had asked Muddy or somebody to send me that Google Drive, and I downloaded it last night. I just haven't put it back in the folder yet. Yeah. Yeah, well, I was doing that too, Grim, but you get close to about 1,000 and more mods, and then you're trying to play half a dozen more playthroughs, and and multiplayers and stuff like that. It's just hard to keep up with all that. Um, it's bad enough on G Portal to switch, just have two save games and manage the mods for each one separately. So yeah, without it, there's no way I could keep up. I couldn't do all the adjusting to play on the member server, the community server. I thought there was something else that he had on there that somebody else could play in. But anyway, and then of course we've got ours, so that's 3. Yeah. So I really need FSG, and it's working out for me. I just, at least nothing's ruined. Nothing's ruined. It's just yeah, have to do this. And before it's happened, it was maybe 3 or 4 mods, so I would kind of sifted through Blue's links to me and found the mods, in the links he sent me. But last night, man, it was like 7 or 8 rows of mods. And so yeah, I just didn't feel like going through and looking individually for however many. What is that, about 30 or 40 mods? Yeah. Oh, really? You finally got all your parsnips up? Or did you give up on them? Well, 1,000,000 liters later of parsnips, I think I could retire from the parsnip business. Have preserved parsnips forever. It's too bad it's the only thing you can do with them, huh? I know there's a pickling manufacturer that pickles a couple of different vegetables, but I don't think parsnips is one of them. I think it's tomatoes, lettuce, some other stuff. I don't think parsnips is one of them. Whoever made that mod should have made up cucumbers. Made a greenhouse. I mean, I know there's other greenhouses, I think, that will make cucumbers, but if I was going to make a pickling factory and there ain't pickles in the game, I'm damn sure going to make a greenhouse, at least a small one, if nothing else. Just something looking basic that'll grow cucumbers. How do you have a pickle factory without real pickles, Graham, I don't know what's going on, man. I wish I knew where that setting was, buddy. I've got a choice word for that, but given what's going on, I'm not sure if I should say that. Let me look around. Might be a bad idea, but Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm just not sure what to click on. I understand, Graham. Sorry, man. I'll have it right tomorrow. Wow. 1,000,000.4. That's crazy. Because you put a period. Yeah. Anyway, ain't my fault, but still, I'm sorry for it. And yeah, it'll get fixed tomorrow. If nothing else, um, you know, Blue's too busy or something comes up where he's not able to help me, I'll look into it. I'll look on Google or something because, yeah, I don't like that at all. Yeah, I'm not finding nothing. So, then again, I don't know where to look. So that might be a thing as well. I hear you. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you're typing, man. I never see it. I see what Streamlabs there says, but I never see your, so I don't know if it's all that long or not. I've seen you chatting other people's, I think, before, and never seen you posting whole paragraphs. I don't think. Oh, there you go. Okay. Well, apparently that statement wasn't too long, huh? I got you though. Yeah, that'd be great. I do remember seeing the. Hey, Beaton, what's going on, man? Thanks for dropping in, man. I appreciate it. Just a little test stream, something to get my feet wet. Uh, Not really doing nothing. This is a map that I told I would say everybody, but it's just a map I've been doing tests on. So for my first stream, I just decided I'd go ahead and start harvesting the fields and making some conversation. Yeah, Grim, I agree. I can't imagine what the limit would be. But what I was going to say, as far as like cursing and stuff like that, I remember seeing a box saying something about children friendly, and they, whether to check it or not, and I did not check it. So I kind of thought that would, lift the whatever cursing limit or whatever, but that still makes no sense about messages being too long. Oh, one other thing, Beaten. I think pretty sure my delay is set on 30 seconds. I didn't know how to set that, or I didn't remember how to set that differently when I came on. So I've got some help coming tomorrow to refine my settings. So Hopefully next time it won't be that way. I think you were in there the other night or whatever when Muddy was having the same issue, so I just need somebody to show me or tell me what to do now. I'm hoping to get all those settings refined, and then, I mean, I'll take whatever Blue's willing to help me with, but I at least like to get these settings refined and then some music added. And it's probably simple. I just haven't looked on how to find out or whatever. I had some cool overlays set up in Stream Elements when I was going to do Stream Elements. I wonder if they'll export over. I thought they were cool anyway. If you've looked on my YouTube channel, that Broke the Bearing Challenge, you know how my thumbnails are kind of like the green and black stuff kind of theme? It's kind of the way that Stream Element overlay was. I thought it was pretty cool. I got a challenge over there on my channel, on this channel called Broke the Bearing. I hear that beat. Well, you know, I've been saying it for a while now. I've been recording for a little while, and I'm not all that at it, but I've enjoyed it to a point. But now I'm to a point where, I don't know, I don't mind recording. I think I struggle with words sometimes, but I know with time that would go away. But the one thing I'm struggling with that I can't seem to get out, editing. I'm not enjoying the editing part of it. So my hope is to get into streaming and just kind of forget about recording stuff, to be honest, except music. Buddy and the fellas got me into doing music. And wait a minute, don't you do music too, people? Anyway. Do logo on stream like you have. Like I have? Buddy, I didn't know I had a logo. Oh, the live logo. Oh, up there. Yeah. Yep, don't remember. Actually, a buddy helped me before I got into the circle, Muddy. That was a buddy of mine showed me how to do that, so I'm not remembering. I think I'm pretty sure it was in Streamlabs. It's one of those, like under widgets. Actually, I'm looking at it now. I believe those are under widgets. And then you go in there and choose one of them, and there's actually icons that show the live and stuff. I assume that's what you were talking about. Yeah. I think it even allows you to adjust it and that kind of thing. So if you wanted it like clean across the top of the screen, you could do that or whatever. I'm not so much worried about a sub button, but I wouldn't mind like a thumbs up somewhere, a little thumbs up in the corner somewhere. Does anybody know, can you put like the sub, if I wanted to put the sub and the thumbs up like button there on the screen like that, whether or not they work. I mean, can you click on them on the screen and you'll get a like or a sub? Is that a thing? Right. Well, before everybody come in, and I was just kind of talking to myself, Muddy. Oh, you figured it out, Graham? Okay. But as I was talking to myself, Muddy, I said that exact same thing. I was talking about the fact that BP had given you that advice, and I think it's good advice. It also gives you an opportunity to concentrate on learning one thing at a time, instead of saying, okay, learn these settings, these overlays, this, and this. Because, as we stream, we might want to change stuff up. So, and if in the beginning you're told 10 things and your mind's scrambled like ours is, and you're like, well, do I do this? And no, that was for the other thing. That's what I'd find myself getting caught up in. Right, canola doesn't do straw. Without the mod, of course, Muddy. I typically don't use that mod. Not really against it. I don't know. I just like the idea of certain crops being able to provide straw. Gotcha. Yeah, didn't he say the other day or yesterday, Muddy, that he's been added thumbnails to all of his music that's already there? So I don't think those are new. I haven't rewatched your... Muddy, did you stream last night? I thought you did. I've been thinking the other night. Anyway, PP, what's going on, man? Finally did it, man. So yeah, I'm just sorry for those. I keep repeating myself in a way, but I don't know. Anyway, BP is just a map I loaded on. It's called Sprucewood Homestead. I've been doing some tests on it and looking at equipment and that kind of thing. So I figured since I finally got the nerve to go ahead and hit that live stream button, I come in here and start harvesting the crops and hopefully make some conversation. And I'm doing just that. Yeah, so am I, man. I was wondering, wondering what your schedule's like during the day sometimes. But yeah, that's cool, man. So
VP, I ended up going with Streamlabs, because there's just so many people that kind of know it, and yeah, that way if I got questions, I guess, or whatever, at least somebody's there's always someone there that'll know a little something or a lot of something about Streamlabs. So yeah, but the one thing I am disappointed about is I had a really cool overlay set up in Stream Elements, and I'm wondering if it'll export over or something like that. Yeah. And there might be cool ones in Streamlabs too. So one other thing to BP about the setup, I'm on that. I couldn't remember what you were telling Muddy the other night about the 30 and 10-second delay. So Muddy's already, I think Muddy re-explained it to me, but I imagine that's not something I want to do in the middle of a stream. I don't know, but so anyway, there's a 30-second delay right now. Right. Low or ultra low. Yeah. Well, like I said, because I couldn't remember default, it came normal. So I do remember enough for what you told him that that's 30 seconds. So yeah, live and learn, man. Back of Lowe's truck. Well, I tried to get him to work on my truck for real, BP, but then he started talking about traveling costs, and I was like, nah, not happening. Trying to learn these IC controls. There we go. Only thing is, they put all these in here, and some of them do some cool stuff. I wish they'd have put one on the shifter here to get you going forward. Look at there, a little visor action going on. Anyway. It's a really cool old school harvester, y'all, if you're into the old stuff. Right? Especially lately, right, BP? I would be in your shoes, man. I'd be like, not that you've been doing it. Anyway, I don't care how long I'd be doing it. If I was where you were at, I would be saying to myself, as long as I've been doing this, how in the world does all this stuff happen? But I guess some things you just can't control, so yeah. It's not going to be perfect all the time. That's a Fent header. I don't know if I missed the header when I downloaded the harvester mod. I I don't remember there being another link for headers, so I might look into that later on and see. Right. That's right, BP. I hear you. Yeah, buddy. Kind of was hoping for that. Um, I was a little hesitant on that idea because, in my opinion, um, there's too many gaps and ums in some of my content, and so I was really worried about that on live streaming because at least with recording, at least I can cut the gaps out. Where live streaming, everybody's just going to be here, and there's going to be that awkward silence. But there's things to fill that too. I mean, you've talked about the whole gambling thing and whatever else that stuff is called on your channel, and at first I was saying to myself, nah, I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that. But now I think to myself, what ifs? What if I'm just feeling blah one day, but yet I scheduled it and not very talkative, and a bunch of y'all are in here. Low ain't talking, so I might as well gamble or whatever, play with apples or bananas or whatever the hell else. That's true. I try to have chat so you can always pretend. Oh, let me check my chat, and when I'm there for 30 seconds checking chat, then it looks like I got a lot of people to check up on. That's it, yeah. I keep remembering that mod. Well, now I actually can't remember the name of it, but the mod that allows you to shift. There's one that'll let you actually shift. Oh, wait a minute, doesn't it? Shift something to look side to side. Anyway, yeah, I can see this one pretty good, but paint job. There we go. Gambling heist. That was the other one. Yeah. And what's the dual thing about too? Yeah. I guess if I'm really into, because I don't mind, like, if I feel knowledgeable enough about something, Grim, I don't mind, like, taking the whole conversation, talking about what I'm doing, why I'm doing, how it works, blah, blah, blah. But again, I think we all know you kind of got to be in a mood for that. I mean, unless somebody asks a question now, if somebody's got a question in my chat, whether I feel like it or not, I'm going to do my best to answer them to the best of my ability, just because, that's a respectful thing to do in my mind. I think that's all I had with those two fields. Oh no, this one here, if it's ready. Oh yeah, bark. No, wait a minute, that was already done. So that was kind of cool. I think this might have been the first farm I've started at, and there was a tractor and trailer in the shed full of, what was that, oats? I think that's oats. Barley. The trailer was full of barley, and then that field harvested. Kind of odd, if you ask me, but whatever. Um, right. That's what I heard. Somebody in your chat liked it. So I thought you might have known something about it. Yeah, that's right. I think that's classic, especially if you know you got people, the same people coming in. It keeps them hooked, in my mind. You know, if you if you help me make a decision, and I would assume you'd like to see it, follow through. So you'd have to come back to the next one to see it. I don't think this harvester's gonna fit in that barn. It might, not with the header on it like that, but we could put that over here. Oh, that's right. Gotta have manual attach on. There we go. True. I even thought one time about I wanted to do a series, a recorded series at the time. Um, but I think of all of the few polls I've done on my series on my page so far, I think it's like two or three. I got one person to answer. So, but my idea was to make a series based on those polls and suggestions. Like try to get the try to get the crowd involved, invested in it. But I could never get enough involvement in what I made. Most of my um, what my page is, though, however many subscribers and um, stuff that I have are mostly new. So I didn't up till about I don't know, a month ago, whatever it was. I was gonna say 2 to 3 weeks, but probably up until about a month ago, I didn't have a lot of return people coming. Now I got a few. Where was I going? Oh yeah, I got to get back in the truck. Um, so yeah, I still think it's a good idea. Just got to get the people involved. VP, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate the comment, and can't do nothing but get better from here, I would think. So thank you again. I don't know if anybody responded or not, or if y'all were away or something doing something else. But did y'all hear what I was saying about the muddy physics and dust mod together? What I had. I'm lost because I don't have straw to bale. Oh, I do have it to pick up though, don't I? Have. Oh no, I don't. Never mind. Let's just buy something. About it for real. Got this tractor. Okay, so we just need a baling trailer, pickup trailer. So I was playing on my Elk River playthrough, right? And I've got the mud physics and the dust mod in there, and I'm cultivating a field, and I got mud coming off my tires and dust coming off the implement. I was like, well, so it might be a thing of which one you prefer, one or the other kind of thing, you know? Somebody should do an update. I guess the guy, probably the person who did the dust, because I mean, if it rains, you shouldn't have dust, or at least like very reduced. But I mean, it had just started. I mean, it had just stopped raining. Because actually, I said rain. It was actually hailing, but you know, ground still gets moist. You know, you still get mud kicking up even through hail. So, yeah, playing, you know, semi realistically like I do, you know, I stayed under shelter because I think it lasted like 2, maybe 3 hours. So I just stayed under shelter and passed the time. And then as soon as it stopped, I grabbed a tractor and a cultivator and went out there and started knocking it out. And yeah, shooting mud off the tires and dust off the cultivator. That was funny. Uh, Auto load, yeah. I wonder if those big, I wonder if them bales coming off that harvester like that will auto load. We'll find out. Actually, you know what? Let's go with. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Get. I wonder if that mechanical one will even pick them up. I'm gonna try it. Yeah. Michelin's, please. Right? Yeah, I'm thinking. I don't know, man. I don't know. I like the muddy. It definitely adds challenge to your playthrough for sure. But like, I don't know, man. Dusty is that's definitely a thing. You know, you'd like to think you're farming more when it's dry than you are when it's wet. So in that aspect, I think I'd like to see the Dusty mod in there. I hate to keep calling it Dusty mod. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, but I think I'd almost rather have that one in there on a regular basis than the Muddy, you know? Sorry, Muddy. Oh, not connecting. Let's find out. Okay, we're good. That ain't gonna work. Barely pulling the trailer. It's because it don't have the lines hooked up though. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we're working. Now let's see what it does. Much better. I think it's going to struggle getting back up this hill. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Um, Probably going to miss out on that spire I had Rod look for, Muddy. Maybe. Blue was in there this morning. I don't know how long they'll stay. Or is that just... So is that going to be just for me, or does that show up in the store for anybody to buy? I never thought of that before. Okay, Muddy. Sorry. I don't know how long ago you just wrote that, but as I said, I have an L-shaped desk, so my head's like a bobbing doll back and forth. So anyway, yeah, we'll talk later, man. All right, let's try this. All right, let's see if this is going to work. Or if we're going to break something. This bale is not supported. Makes sense. Unfortunate, but it makes sense. But yeah, I don't know if mail trailers will pick them up either. Aren't they looking for certain size and whatnot, where this is an odd size? I don't know. We'll find out. I'm going to try this one. They both round and square. Yep. Actually, I think I set the score down here. Did I miss Camo leaving? mean, if he just left, that's fine. But if he said something and I didn't see it, that's unfortunate. All right, let's see if this is going to work. This don't work. We'll have to do the old El Manuel. Only other alternative I can think of. Size-wise, these should fit. Okay, cool. Now we know. So you learned something today, Grim. 14,000 liter bales will fit in this trailer. Square. It's like 2 sets of dice. That'd be funny. Go to the store, get a couple cans of them spray paint. All right, Grim. I hear you, man. You done for the day? You think you might be on later on or something? If so, I'll catch you. Maybe I can catch you on the map later or something. Thanks again for checking on me and coming in and all that good stuff. So I appreciate it. To me, this is a success, and if you're that's any telltale sign, that's going to inspire me more to get that series I was talking about earlier going. So actually, right, I hear you, man. Yeah, do your thing. It's probably good timing anyway. Um, this is pretty much all I wanted to do. I mean, the only other thing I could do would be prep the fields. So with everything winding down, it might be a good time for me to go ahead and cut this here as well. So anybody still listening, I thank you very much for checking on me and giving me the input. And hopefully, well, no, hopefully about it, this will push me to get my content that I've been working on completed so that I can actually get something going. What I don't know, Grim, is if I end stream, does chat keep going on my end too? Because I know when like BP and other people stop, chat will kind of keep going. All right. Well, sorry for the long delay. I didn't know if anybody else was going to say something with my delay I've got. Anyway, thanks for watching. Um, yeah, I'm kind of happy with how this turned out, and appreciate anybody who watches it afterwards. You want to leave some comments, critiques, or otherwise in comments? I appreciate it. Thank you. Y'all have a good one.